Our gathering music this morning from New Orleans reminds us of all the good that we each hold inside of ourselves. The words say, "You've got the good vibration. Don't worry, my brother. In this world, we're all the same. We must find peace. We must find it together. It's not far away from your heart. You've got the good vibration." Today, when we say we feel good vibrations, it means that we're in sync with the world. If you matured as I did with the Beach Boys soundtrack, you know it's a positive thing to feel good vibrations. We are at peace and our heart is feeling good. Today, we're going to feel extra good with the sounds we hear from our guest, Stacy Pendleton. Like various cultures have done for thousands of years, Stacy uses sound as a tool for healing and creating those good vibrations. Using rhythm and frequency, our brainwaves can be downshifted from our normal waking consciousness to an increasingly deep level of relaxation where we can embrace our soul. Stacy's topic is cultivating loving kindness through meditation. Stacy will guide our meditation with sound healing, chanting, and crystal seeing bowls to lead us to a calming, peaceful space. As a Persian poet Rumi noted, when we practice loving kindness and compassion, we're the first ones to profit. Welcome and good morning. My name is Noreen Kukkonen, and I am your worship associate today for this service of the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Laguna Beach. We're a small and mighty group that works spiritedly to maintain our connections because we're friends and we help each other in our spiritual journey. We appreciate the efforts of Carol Cole, who lifts us up with her smile and her beautiful music. We're grateful for Pam Floodman, who is truly awesome in her dedication to UUFLB. She's handling the on-site AV work. And Don West Jr., our amazing remote tech, will see that our Zoom community is with us here in the sanctuary. We appreciate Paul, who unlocks doors and maintains our building, and Candy, who gets there to make the coffee that we run on. Thank you to Rachel, especially today, for her help with this service. As a matter of fact, everyone at UUFLB plays an integral part these days. It takes a village, but we're a fellowship, and that's even better. Welcome to all. In Unitarian Universalism, we accept you for whom and what you are. We're a welcoming congregation with membership open to all who are in accordance with our principles, our mission, and our vision. We unconditionally welcome any and all of you to our community of mutual caring and serious intent to grow as spiritual and moral beings. We gather because we share the same values, and we can help each other to lead a meaningful, purposeful life. We Unitarian Universalists embrace 7 basic principles that guide us as we journey along our spiritual paths. The concept of sound healing, which we'll experience today, relates to our 7th principle, respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part. Sound healing connects us to healing frequencies in the web of existence and within ourselves as we work on being better humans who act with loving kindness. We come together on Sunday mornings as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light a chalice in our service as the only symbol of our faith. It is a sign of our search for truth and meaning. Today, our past president of UUFLB, Peggy Maris, will light our chalice. Peggy has contributed mightily to our congregation and continues to do so. Her sage words on Zoom and on Sundays advance our discussions. We're grateful for her service this morning. If you have a candle near you at home, please light yours now too. Peggy.
I'm going to share a poem by a wise poet named Mark Nepo. It's called Breaking Surface. Let no one keep you from your journey. No rabbi or priest, no mother who wants you to dig for treasures she misplaced, no father who won't let one life be enough, no lover who measures their worth by what you might give up, and no voice that tells you in the night that it can't be done. Let nothing dissuade you from seeing what you see or feeling the winds that make you want to dance alone or go where no one has yet to go. You are the only explorer, your heart the unreadable compass, your soul the shore of a promise too great to be ignored.
Thank you, Peggy. That was a beautiful thought. Our centering thought this morning is from Waldo Emerson. It's very fitting for the experience we will have with our sounds this morning. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Our first hymn today is Gather the Spirit, number 347. Please sing along here and at home.
Please join me in singing Gather the Spirit. Witness the
Is away, but she sounds wonderful today. That's a beautiful song, and we appreciate having Paul Schmidt's loud voice today. Thank you, Paul. Our next portion of the service is when we affirm what it is that we believe in as UUFLB members. If you will unmute yourselves at home, we can join in a chorus to celebrate our beliefs. May we be
reminded here of our highest aspirations and inspired to bring our gifts of love and service
to the altar of
of
humanity.
humanity.
May we know
May we know
once
once again
that we are not isolated,
isolated beings,
but
but connected
in
in
mystery
mystery and
and
miracle
miracle to the universe,
to this
to this
community,
community
and
and to each other.
we come now to the sharing of joys and sorrows in our service. The recording will be happy. We'll be happy. The recording will be halted, but you are in a safe place. As the Persian poet Hafs, we in our own hearts. Now we're coming to our advertisement. So it's our commercial. Please give as you can to help our fellowship move forward. The information for donations is on your screen or will be soon. It's a perky new slide that comes with the hope of greater impact. This information also appears in the email you received to announce this service. We pool our donations to ensure that the funds we gather have the biggest impact, the most bang for the buck. It's like ice cream. A little dish is great, but if you can eat your neighbors, it's even better. So when we have a big dish of donations, we have the greatest potential to sustain and grow the mission of this congregation. We give in love and hope for progress in our world toward the principles that we affirm each week of our UU faith. So please donate as you can. For all the gifts of abundance we bring to one another, please stand to sing our song of thanksgiving.
Together we stand.
The words of the late Irish poet, philosopher, and former priest who's getting a lot of play these days, John O'Donohue, provide an inspiring message as we ready ourselves for Stacy's meditation. If you send out goodness from yourself, or if you share that which is happy or good within you, it will all come back to you multiplied 10,000 times. In the kingdom of love, there is no competition. There is no possessiveness or control. The more love you give away, the more love you will have. Today, we're fortunate to have Stacy Pendleton with us. Stacy has studied with shamans and spiritual teachers from India and West Africa. She's been facilitating healing work with individuals and groups for more than 15 years and has taught voice for more than 20 years. Stacy utilizes her decades of meditation practice and vocal training as instruments of healing. Her method is unique and powerful modality that incorporates many elements of the world's healing practices. Since the benefits of sound healing can only be fully enjoyed and understood by experiencing it, Stacy will speak of the spiritual concept of loving kindness and will then provide us with a sound healing experience. Please join me in welcoming Stacy Pendleton.
Thank you. Good morning. I'll begin with an ancient Sanskrit mantra. But prior to that, just a little heads up. Previously, when I've been here and I've had the pleasure of speaking here, I've shared more sort of historical, data-based talks. And today is going to be much more experiential and anecdotal, and I think a little more fun, but I'm biased. So, but first we'll begin simply by chanting an ancient Sanskrit mantra, or rather I will, and I welcome you to receive it. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. This mantra means, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. May my thoughts, words, and actions contribute to the happiness and freedom of all. Imagine if we all began our day with this collective intention, how it would influence our actions and the dialogue we have with ourselves and one another. We have the potential to honor this precious life more deeply and dissolve the illusion of separation from each other and disconnectedness from ourselves. Today, we'll be delving into the relationship we can co-create with peace as we explore meditation through the lens of cultivating loving kindness. We're all ongoing works in progress, even if we've been meditating and working on ourselves for a very long time. Case in point, and this is a little embarrassing, a friend of mine gave me a bumper sticker promoting kindness for my birthday, and it took me a while to put it on my car. Not because I don't believe in kindness, but because the one situation in which I give myself permission to be a little bit of a jerk is during peak season in Laguna when people are driving like maniacs. And I'd always allowed myself a couple of horn honks, maybe a colorful gesture or two during that time of year. And so I didn't want to give that up. I was a little attached to that. And having a bumper sticker like that on my car would hold me accountable because everyone would see it. I finally put it on my car because it holds me accountable. And it's not a flawless system, but I am happy to report that colorful gestures are down roughly 80%. So we're making progress. The more we sit with ourselves in meditation, the more we polish the mirror so we can see ourselves more clearly. We shed the illusion of unworthiness as we get quiet with ourselves, releasing the stagnant energy around those feelings, allowing the breath to flow freely so our lives can find movement and we can reveal our true nature. We aren't etched in stone, meant to hold on to the same limitations and limiting beliefs and expression for all time. We're ever evolving beings, and our emotions, while worthy of being witnessed and met with love, were never meant to be permanent residents. They're meant to pass over and through us like weather systems that come and go. The sun always returning once the storm passes, the lessons of the storm shaping us, smoothing our rough edges while sharpening our focus. Meditation cultivates loving kindness by creating a more peaceful home within our being and allowing us to become an extension and expression of that peace. On the flip side of that coin, I'm sure we all know people who are in a committed relationship with unhappiness. They may even be part of our family or circle of friends. They become so enmeshed with sadness, it has become, sadly, a part of their identity. And this isn't said to belittle anyone's pain, which was undoubtedly come by honestly through real trauma. But instead of seeking help through therapy or meditation, connecting with people, communicating, finding other healthy outlets for their emotion, they've allowed it to live within them and overtake them. As a result, their interactions and relationships carry the weight of whatever they haven't faced, which in this case is pain. And the people in their circle feel the weight of the sadness that surrounds them, and because they're not compassionate with themselves, they find it more difficult to be compassionate with others. This really drives home how interconnected we truly are, and the myriad ways in which our relationship with ourselves profoundly impacts everyone around us, for better or worse. It also brings into focus the fact that taking care of ourselves isn't a selfish act. While we do it for ourselves, and that alone is a good enough reason, we also do it for the benefit of everyone we encounter. I know I'm a lot easier to be around on the days I take time for myself than I am on the days that I don't. Practicing loving kindness within ourselves can mean the difference between having the energy to offer words of encouragement and a listening ear to someone, or feeling too drained to be bothered. These choices also inform bigger things, like whether or not we value ourselves enough to realize our dreams, which extend far beyond us into the realm of believing dreams are possible at all, nurturing them, and encouraging the young ones coming up to do the same. What we focus on becomes a meditation of sorts. If we meditate on pain, we invite more pain. If we meditate on what's wrong with the world, that will be all we see. If we meditate on perfectionism and the ways in which we fall short of some unrealistic ideal, we can become too paralyzed to move and grow. Thankfully, when we meditate on loving kindness, we will eventually become it. When we drop the shroud of self-doubt, the light of true self-awareness flows in through every cell, breath, belief, and action. This is a decision and a commitment we can only make with and for ourselves. There's an old hymn, "That Lonesome Valley, you've got to go there by yourself. No one else can go there with you." The responsibility lies within us to do our own work and to release others to do theirs. This is a compassionate act. As our boundaries become clearer, we stand taller once we've removed the weight of the world from our shoulders, having delineated what our jobs are and what they aren't. We can live by example without attachment to the outcome, which is an invitation to those around us to effect positive change in their own lives, without proselytizing or having unhealthy attachment to their success. The journey is ongoing. Just as we've summited one mountain, we see a bigger mountain range ahead. Marcus Aurelius famously stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In essence, the obstacle is the path. We spend the vast majority of our lives not on mountaintops, but on the path. Meditation connects us to the present moment, the beauty of the path itself, so we can remain fully present in it, find the beauty in it, and bring beauty to it in ways that wouldn't be possible if we remain fixated on the destination. Focusing on the destination programs our brains and bodies to postpone our happiness until XYZ takes place. I'll be happy when. Meditation teaches us that we can be content regardless of whether or not XYZ takes place. Our potential for contentment is limitless once we get out of our own way. Taking a deep breath and let it go. This moment is all we have, and that is liberating. I'll leave you with this as a prelude to our meditation together. In the book, Peace is Every Step, Buddhist monk and spiritual teacher Thich Nhat Hanh talks about how every action can be a meditation, from washing dishes to driving to walking to working. He shares a simple, beautiful practice called present moment, wonderful moment. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know it is a wonderful moment, and so it is. Grounding center together. Breathing in, feeling your connection. Grounding, cleansing, clarity, calm. Breathing in the joy. Those who are actually in the sanctuary today can hear the laughter and the joyful chatter of some of the really sweet children, and it's very joyful. So just breathing in that joy, breathing in that energy of youth and newness and infinite possibility and fun. Breathing out through and sending love to any aspects of yourself that have become disconnected in any way from that joy. Breathe in and receive grounding joy, loving kindness. Breathing in, opening your heart to receive joy in this moment, allowing that joy to meet any sorrow or any heaviness you might be carrying. Give yourself permission to allow that energy to move on the exhalation. Breathing in fresh perspective and loving kindness on every new inhalation. Just going to sing and send some loving kindness, peace to and through all our hearts today. And I invite you to receive. Continuing to draw more deeply on the breath, feeling the breath rising and falling in the belly and the chest. Breathing into the heart center, the lungs, as well as the reverse of the heart into the upper back and shoulder blades, any spaces in the body where you've been feeling tension. Send deep breath there. Visualize emerald green, loving light flowing there. Momentum of that light moving any stagnant energy on the exhalation.
I'm not sure if everybody can hear me, but I think we might have lost the sanctuary for a second.
Please now join me in singing Filled with Loving Kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With earth as our mother, we are family. Let us walk with each other, perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with me. And have a wonderful day.